Welcome, new families. This video is made to walk you through the course request forms by different grade levels because it might be a little complicated. So, you probably are on this page, Guidance New Families page. And if you go here, please watch obviously the video at the top. And here we did make a video about the 4-year plan, and it explains what this is. So this is a good document and a video to watch before you make your course requests. And each of the guidance counselors have shared this file with you, which will look something like this. Just go to a sample 4-year plan. So here's a 4-year plan, and this is an individual file for each student. So please review it before you start your course request. And if you have questions about how the credits are transferred in, you can always reach out to your guidance counselors. So after you have a good idea of like what credits are transferred in, and you go to the course request forms, and there are 3 forms or 4. There'll be one for grade 12, and if you open it, so I'm just going to start with grade 9. So please input your email, right? So just input your email, your last name, first name, and then if you're grade 9, you're coming in as a class of 2029. So just click next. All right, so these are required classes for grade 9. And please know that there's not a lot of elective options because there's a lot more required courses for grade 9. So English 9 required, social studies, you click that, history 9 is required, Bible 9 is required, science, biology is the required science course for grade 9, and P is required. And you go next. So math. Every new student has to take the math readiness evaluations. Now, this will open up in 7th of April, so you cannot actually do it right away. So your math placement will be determined by the results of this evaluations. So, but this is a sheet to explain our standard math course track. So grade 9 students, depending on like what scores you get, you'll be placed into one of these 3 math, and grade 10, 11, and so forth. If you think that you will be accelerated in math courses, that's something that you want to communicate in the math readiness evaluations. So just say, I understand. Then go to the next one, foreign language. So every student needs 2 years of foreign language, and you can choose, we only offer 3 languages. So you can choose French 1, 2, or German or Spanish. Now, remember, if you're signing up for level 1 courses, right, you don't need to take the readiness evaluations for foreign language. But if you're signing up for a level 2, you think like, hey, I know some French, I want to test into French 2. Select French 2, and then later on April 7th, the foreign language readiness evaluations will be sent to you. So if you did French 2, just know that April 7th, that's when the evaluations will be sent. Another big section, study hall. So what is a study hall? It's a designated time during school day that helps students to work on their homework. They can either meet with their guidance counselors or maybe have academic support, or if they have private music lessons, or they need to talk to a counselor. So the attendance is taken, but this is, you can call it like a free period where students get their work done, and they don't count as an academic credit. So on their schedule, it'll show up on their schedule, but it doesn't count towards their credit. Okay. So as a 9th grader, because the most of the courses are required, students, if they want to take any elective, they will actually have to drop a study hall. Let me show you what that means. I have a sample grade 9 schedule. So again, we have 7 blocks from period A through G, and for grade 9s, all of them except you can see the student A, B, D, E, F, G. All of these are required courses for a grade 9. Okay, the student has a study hall in C period. So you can see if you do have a study hall in your grade 9 schedule, you will not have room for any electives. But the student for the first top is the fall semester. The second bottom is the spring. This student, after a study hall, wanted to do something else other than the required courses. So this student has dropped a study hall in the spring semester and you can see added graphic arts because this student is like, oh, I want to try out computer design and things like that. So this student has a study hall in the fall and no other elective options because all other classes are required. Second semester dropped study hall and added graphic arts and an elective class because this student wanted to be in that class. So that's how you can see why if you have a study hall, you will not have other options for electives. If you want elective options starting in the fall and spring, then you won't have a study hall. So that's what this thing means. So study hall preference. Do you want it fall semester only or spring, or you want it both, right? Some students need both. Or if you say none, you're saying I will have elective credits, elective classes in both the fall and the spring. So let's just say none. And then if you go to the next, it'll say electives. So there are 6 elective options below in order of preference. Now, this is a request. You're not guaranteed to get into these courses once you select something. And the reason we have 6 is because sometimes like one elective conflicts with math class, so we need to have another one. That's why you have 6. So you will get, if you do choose like put 6, you will at least get into 1 or 2 of these things. So there's a courses. If you need some explanation of what the courses means, please refer to our course catalog. So I want to take ceramics 1. I want to try out home basics. Please know that if it's a graphic arts 2 and there's an asterisk, it means you have to first go through the level 1 course before you can sign up for the second one. I want to try out intro to acting, and then you just select anything. Oh, piano sounds good. Choir, I like singing. And by the way, choir recommended 1 full year. You can take it a semester, but it is recommended 1 full year. Same with band. I want to try out band. Okay. And then you click next. All right. If there's any other information that you want to communicate with your counselor, you can type it here. I do not want to take any study hall. Right? You know that your child is going to manage schoolwork well. You can do that. So, and then you press submit. All right. So that is for grade 9 students. Let's go through grade 10. Okay. Same thing. Check your 4-year plan. The same process is here, right? You are entering as a class of 2028. We'll click next. Again, required classes. Again, they shorten compared to grade 9 because the higher level you go, the more freedom you have to choose the courses you want. English, there's only 1 English. Bible, there's only 1 Bible. Math, again, same thing. Every new student has to take a math readiness eval. This will open on April 7th and end on April 11th. So you just say, yes, I understand. Just copy that. Okay, for science, okay, you get to choose science now. For grade 9, you had biology, only 1 option. Now, grade 10, you can either go into physical science or chemistry. You do want to see that chemistry, you do have to be in a higher math level. So prerequisite math 2 or intermediate algebra. So what do you think you want to take? I think physical science, okay. Or if you want to do chemistry, if you have a higher math, that's good. So you can click next. Social studies, again, a lot more choices in the social studies. Just please know that 1 credit means the full year, 0.5 means it's only 1 semester each. So typically our grade 10 uses US history, okay. If you want to take any other AP stuff, that's good. If you do AP, you do need to fill out the AP readiness evaluations. That's due also on March 19th. So let's just go with, I don't want to take AP. I just want to go to standard US history. Click next. Okay, if you're level 1, same thing, foreign language. If you're level 1, you don't need to fill out the readiness evaluations. If you think you are higher than level 1, level 2 and above, you do need to take the foreign language readiness eval. That will be sent to you on April 7th. So I think I'm good in German. I'm going to say, I think I'll be ready for German too. All right, you go to next. So physical education. PE is a required course. You need 1 credit. So if you've taken a PE class in grade 9, you can just select that. Okay, you can say my child has already completed. If you have not taken a PE class in your grade 9, click one of these. Okay, so usually a lot of students do team sports. So let's just go with team sports. I want PE team sports in my grade 10 schedule. Same thing with study hall. Again, this is not count towards academic credit, so please do note that. Preference, fall, spring, both, or none. Again, you know your child best. Do they need that extra space within their class schedule to work on their homework? Okay, if they're really good, they can use this time to check out other electives. So a sample schedule for grade 10 would look like this. This student has math, choir, German, physical, science, APUSH, English, and a study hall. Right. Second semester, this student also has a study hall. So this student prefers to have a study hall both semesters and work on some more homework. Because I know AP US History, there's a lot of reading. So maybe having some homework time during the school day will help instead of like doing it all in the evening. All right. So let's just say, I just want spring semester. Okay, grade 10, you get to choose 4 elective options. Okay, same thing. You will not get into placed in these, or actually there's 5. So let me just change. I'll change it to 5 later. Yep, go through all the lists. You'll notice that there's more options than the grade 9 is because some of our electives don't offer to grade 9. Some of our electives are only offering from grade 10 and above, or some are like grade 11 and above, right? So select one, something that you're interested in. All right, maybe Industrial Arts 2, I'm also interested in that. Okay, Intro to Acting. And then you press next. And then at the end, if you want to submit any information that you want to communicate to guidance, you can do that. Hello. All right, and then you press submit. Okay, now grade 11. Okay, grade 11, you will notice that there is much more options. So you're entering as a class of 2027. Again, required courses, Bible, health. Health is something everyone has to take BFA health. So if you're transferring and you took your health at your previous school, that's great. It will count as an elective, but you do need to graduate with our BFA health. And it only is offered grade 11 and 12, okay? English, you have the option, finally, of taking English 11 or AP, okay? Let's say you want to take AP. You do need to fill out the AP readiness eval. All right, math is the same. Every new student has to fill out the math readiness, okay, which will be open on April 7th. I understand. Math course track. Science, okay, you got some more options in grade 11. All right, what do you want to take? If you are on the chemistry track, usually you go into AP chemistry, but know that AP Chem is not being offered next year, so that should be taken out. And let's say you want to go into environmental science, okay? Click next. Social studies, again, what you want to take. Just know that for grade 11, you need 3 credits of social studies. Your grade 12 worldviews is a social studies class, which is a required course. So you don't have to take a social studies in your junior year, but if you're like, hey, I'm interested, I want to take economics, so click that. Foreign language, same thing. If you are saying, hey, I want to go into AP Spanish 3, you can do that. Just know that you will have to be tested for this. Yes, we do offer AP Spanish. The other languages, we don't have APs, unfortunately. Right. Physical education, again, you do need 1 P credit to graduate if my child has taken already a P class, or if you say my child hasn't, let's do sign up for personal fitness. Same thing with study hall. Do you want a study hall or not? Here's a sample schedule of a junior. So this student, French 1, English 11, Science, Health, AP Art, Algebra 2, Bible. So this student does not have a study hall, okay, in the fall semester. You'll notice that they do have a study hall in the spring. So depending on your needs, usually students who has a study hall with AP classes, they have a study hall in the spring because the AP exams are in the spring. So having that extra space in their schedule to get ready for AP exams, that's really helpful. So let's say I'm taking an AP, I want to do spring semester only. All right. Electives, yes. Choose electives. Depending on your, so you'll actually have more options. So Christian media, that's only offered grade 11 above, so that wasn't there. Again, if you want to know what these courses offer, refer to our course catalog, high school course catalog, basics. Okay, I want to do drawing and painting. I want to take AP Music Theory. Okay. And any other information you need to tell us, please put it in this form. All right, that's grade 11. Okay, lastly, grade 12. All right, this will look very different. And by the way, if you're underclassmen, if you're not grade 12, you don't need to watch this. So if you're grade 12, you're entering as a class of 2026. Welcome. So Bible 12 required health. If you have not taken health, BFA, you do need to take this health, okay? Worldviews is a required social studies credit, okay? And then you have choices, English 12 or AP. I'll just click English 12. Again, for all math, everyone needs to take a math readiness, and your placement will be determined by your math scores. Okay, science, what course you want to take? Okay, if you've met the 3 science credits, you don't need to take any math. Okay, but if you want to take a 4 science because you like science, then go ahead. If you're interested in anatomy and phys, you can select that. Click next. Social studies, again, your worldviews is your 3rd credit. If you have not taken worldviews your junior year, this would be your 3rd. But if you want to, you can. But if you don't, you don't have to. We'll put an option. You can just go next. Okay, foreign language, you do need 2 credits. But if you're done with foreign language, you can just go next. PE, if you have not done PE, please select one. But if you have completed, you can say I've already completed PE class. Study hall, same thing. Do you want both, 1 semester or none? Let's say I want none. I want to fill out my courses with electives. Seniors, you have 6 elective options. So click any. All right, any 6. I mean, you'll get into a lot of these because we give seniors a higher priority in their course requests. Okay, and then you can say anything that you need to tell us, and you press submit. All right, so that was how you fill out the course requests form. And again, I hope this is easy. If you have any questions, reach out to us and then we'll answer them for you. All right, thank you for watching. We'll see you in a couple of months.